Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm stewiejp, you're not, and this is a French light tank foursome. That's what it is. There's going to be 4 replays in this video, and of course first one features Ravi 18 from What University, Southeast Asia, and is running around in the new Tier 8, well it's sort of new, it's a new Tier 8 French light tank, the BC12t, and the BC12t's at Tier 8, and it's got an auto-loading gun, 170 damage, 170 pen, 170 damage, 210 penetration. Now this video is going to feature some Tier 8 lights, some Tier 9 lights and Tier 7 lights, all French and all auto-loaders, I think. Now Ravi's platooned up his old mate Staff from 1AR in the Lorraine 40T, and also Agent Infinity from 1AR, both of them no stranger to this channel, and Ravi doing the right thing and getting out into the middle of Muravanka and getting some eyes out early on the enemy team. He's lit up a few tanks in the eastern flank in the Magic Forest. He's lit up a Panther, a T-44, and possibly that Hawk 12, the new Tier 8 German light tank. Just looking around, being nice and patient, sitting in the bushes, trying to get some eyes on these tanks. Of course, apart from Agent Infinity, they're both, Ravi and Staff, both in auto-loaders. The Lorraine 42, the Tier 8 Premium French auto-loading medium tank, the one that perfectly matches the Batchat for crew training. A lot of tanks being lit on the enemy side on the east in that forest as he looks towards the Hawk 12. Puts a nice shot into his turret. Doesn't get lit, I don't think. He's pulled back his Sigil beauty. I might have 3 shots here. Still got 3 shots left in the clip. Shoots into the building, aiming at the other Hawk 12. And not many friendly tanks on the western side, but looks like the majority of the enemy side are in the east in that Magic Forest as well. So Ravi, Staff and Agent Infinity doing the right thing. Agent Infinity playing around with Staff in that forest as Ravi 18 tries to get some vision on these enemy tanks. I can't see what equipment he's running. He's taken a reload. He's nearly reloaded. Of course, the lights changed in patch 9.18. They've changed immensely, and he doesn't quite aim in time to get a shot into the side of the T-44 Tier 8 Russian medium tank. Looks there again. Is he going to take a punt on a blind shot? There he is. Doesn't need to. Puts 1 shell into him. Cops a shot from the bill, but luckily his tracks ate the shot, so he pulls back and takes a reload. With the score on 1 zip, the Jagdpanzer E100 has picked up the first kill down the western side of the map. A little bit of pinging of the map going along, and of course Ravi showing good map awareness that down this western side there's not too much vision for his team. Waiting for opportunities here. You can see Agent Infinity rolling backwards and forwards on that ridge line. Staff gets taken out early by the artillery, the M53, M55. And that evens the scoreboard up at 1 apiece. Lots of enemy tanks in this eastern region. Ravi 18 from What University, Southeast Asia, showing great restraint, not charging in here. He's clearly talking with Agent Infinity on TeamSpeak or Discord or whatever voice application they might have. Fires clutch at the Lorraine, misses. Second shot misses as well. He really wants to get the kill. He misses out. The Conqueror picks up the kill on that occasion, and that brings the score up to 4-1. He's done 385 assisted damage, 318 damage himself. He starts grouping forward as he takes a reload. He's used his repair kit, but of course in the new patch, repair kits are repairable, and you can just about use it again as he starts looking towards the UDES. He wants to get rid of that Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer. He does. That's his first kill. 5-1's the score. He takes another reload, and he's looking around for that T-44, which gets done by the Lorraine 155-51 artillery. 7-1 the score, so it's looking like a comfortable win for Ravi 18 from What University and his platoon mates. He spots the grill and the M103. Fires towards the grill and misses. Decides that the bigger target of the M103 looks a little bit better, and he puts a few shots into the side of the Tier 10 American heavy tank. Also picks up some assisted damage because he did track that M103 with his first shot. Waits for the gun to reload. Of course, it's only a 4-shot auto-loader, so it doesn't take too long to reload. The little French Tier 8 light tank. He's hoping to get some action into the grill. He does. That's shot number 1. Shot number 2 goes into the Tier 10 tank destroyer. Shot number 3 And shot number 4 doesn't manage to get the kill, but he picks up, oh look, around about 700 or 800 damage in that clip into the tier 10 German tank destroyer. 9-1's the score now on Muravanka. Is it Muravanka? It is. As he keeps moving forward. Replay a little bit jumpy. I've just updated some drivers, so hopefully it doesn't look too painful in the video. 1,598 damage from Ravi 18. 2,711 assisted damage. It hasn't seemed like that much, but with the spotting damage as well as damage by tracking the enemy team, he's done quite well. On to APCR now. Picks up his second kill of the game, getting rid of the Panther 2. He does get lit, so he keeps moving, trying to make himself as difficult target as possible for that heavy tank, the IS-3, and also the artillery. Critical hits the IS-3, gets his last shot of his clip into the tier 8 Russian heavy tank before getting the hell out of the way. Artillery hits him, IS-3 fires and misses, and if he can stay away from that gun, he'll be laughing. Agent Infinity sets the IS-3 on fire, and it looks like that IS-3 driver doesn't know where to aim. He's got two tanks to aim at. He does get a shot into Ravi. Artillery stuns both Agent Infinity and the IS-3. As he puts a little bit more damage into the tier 8 Russian heavy tank. 2 kills, 2,277 damage, 3,019 assisted damage. He's still got plenty of health, and he's going to go looking for that Lorraine 155-51 as his gun reloads. He's not going to get there in time though, because the Jagdpanzer E100 picks up the kill, and in the end a comfortable victory, 15-2. As we have a very quick look at the post-game battle results, there's going to be 4 replays in this video. Ravi in that game picked up his first mark of excellence for the new BC12t, the tier 8 French light tank. He's also got an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Spotter Medal, and the Fire for Effect. Of course, it was a tier 10 game, so there was a bonus in his experience that he earned in that battle, which contributed towards getting the Ace Tanker, but let's not take anything away from him. 2,277 damage. Agent Infinity doing 2,600 damage for his 1 kill. 2 kills for Ravi, and of course the assisted damage of 3,019. That's why it turned into an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. He had an absolute ripper. Plenty of passengers in that game. A lot of the higher tier tanks not really doing too much, but tidy little profit there. 12,000 credits with the premium account, even though he was firing some premium ammunition. And that was a very quick Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the BC12t, the new tier 8 French light tank with patch 9.18. As we have a look at the second replay in this foursome of French action. This one features the YouTube gamer. Of course, the YouTube gamer, no stranger to this channel, is in his AMX 1357F, the Nom Nom tank as he calls it. This is a tier 7 French premium light tank. Of course, with the new changes to light tanks, I can tell you for sure that premium light tanks have not been nerfed. The normal light tanks, of course, they have. They've either copped the nerf or they've been promoted, which effectively is a nerf, because they're going to see higher tier battles. But with the new matchmaking, maybe not. But anyway, the tier 7. If this was not a premium tank, this would have been promoted to tier 8, as the Scorpion G really bullies that MT25, and of course the quick reload on the AMX 1357. I think it's a second, or maybe even less than a second between shots in this 10-shot autoloader. So it's 10-shot autoloader, the AMX 1357F, and you can see standard round 2 only do 90 damage, 143 penetration, 195 penetration with APCR. But the fact that there's 10 shells in the clip, and it's about a second or a bit less than a second between each shot, you can just smash the damage out there. You can see he did 212 damage into that Scorpion G in about 1 second. That was absolutely fantastic with his 2 shots. Anyway, that's Ron Abbey, and he's platooned up with his old mate Heli Gamer, who's also been in this channel before, looking towards a Leo, and look at that, just very quickly, just fires out, pumps out the bullets as quick as you like. And this is, if I was to buy another tier 7 light tank, this is a tank that I would probably buy, because the time between shots is absolutely amazing. 2 zips to score. YouTube Gamer's picked up a kill and 300 damage, and he's just getting warmed up. He's going up to help his old mate Ali Gamer in the Onis in the tier 7 Japanese heavy tank in this tier 8 battle. They've already gotten rid of one of the enemy tier 8 tanks, the Scorpion G, and one of the tier 7 to Leo. And now a tier 6, Type 64, the artillery, getting rid of that light tank. The YouTube gamer's got a full clip loaded now. He's coming up to try and help his mate, and I reckon the plan will be for the Oni to take the first hit from this heavy tank number 6, and then the YouTube gamer can just go bang, bang, bang. He gets stunned by artillery, but look how quick that gun fires. It also takes a shot from the heavy tank number 7, and Heli Gamer picks up the kill as the YouTube gamer empties his clip, and in 3 seconds his crew will be okay again. He's still on 624 hit points, he's on 830 damage, and a kill as he starts moving forward to try and light up whatever might be camping at the enemy base. A few tanks haven't been spotted yet. 3 artilleries haven't been spotted. There's one of them, and fires clutch. It doesn't matter if you miss a few shots because it's that fast, and look how quick those bullets come out. Look, he hasn't landed many of those shots. It doesn't really matter because it's only 15 seconds. He hits the F8 key, letting his teammates know that in 15 seconds he'll be reloaded again. So if you can load 10 shells into an auto-loading clip in 15 seconds, that's absolutely fantastic. I'll tell you what, next, I reckon the more I watch these replays, the more I want to buy these tanks. And of course there's the STRV-74, which should be an easy target. He's not waiting for his gun to load, to aim properly I should say. He's auto-aimed and just unloaded on that tier 6 Swedish medium tank. Fires the last one clutch and starts moving forward towards the enemy cap to try and light up whatever else might be there. That Crusader has already been lit. You haven't seen him for a while though, the Lorraine. And of course the Lorraine and the Crusader, both reasonably quick. YouTube gamer going down right along the red line, trying to look for where artillery might be. And of course that Jag Panther, there he is, hiding in the bushes. Zoom out, have a look, there's Lorraine. Lorraine's aiming your way. You want to be shooting pretty quick as you can. And there you go, kill number 2 for the YouTube gamer, getting rid of the tier 8 artillery. And that quick rate of fire in that auto-loading gun is just fantastic. Gets another kill on the M44. That's some kind of medal, killing 2 artillery pieces. I'm sure we'll see that in the post-game battle results. Hits the F8 key again to let his teammates know that he's reloading. And now he's got his eyes firmly on that Jag Panther, who's not... Oh, he is looking his way now. He's loaded. He auto-aims. I don't know if he'll be auto-aiming. Let's see how he goes. Looks like the Jag Panther is aiming the YouTube gamer's way. Look, he'd probably take a shot from there, but he's just fired. So the YouTube gamer's going to say, thank you very much. Start shooting, man. Start shooting. He's going to it's going to try and get to the side of him and get the weak sides of the tier 7 tank destroyer's hull. 1 shot left. That's all he needs. And he picks up his 4th kill of the game as he waits for that gun to reload. Now he's in a bit of a conundrum. He's got 5 standard shots and 8 APCR rounds. Not enough to get a full clip out, but it doesn't matter because his teammates have done the job in that pretty exciting game on Abbey, featuring the YouTube gamer in his AMX 1357, the grand final tank. Let's have a look at the post-game battle results. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, which will come as no surprise. The Duelist, fired up, fire for effect. The Pascucci's Medal, that's what I was thinking. Killed 2 enemy artilleries in 1 game. And he absolutely smashed that one out. 2,370 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 1149 base experience, and well and truly topped the scoreboards. The LTTB did okay with 1,425 damage, but nobody else really stepped up. Unlucky game for Heli Gamer. 1 kill, 137 damage. He fired 43 shots, 32 hit because he wasn't aiming all of his shots, but he didn't really need to with that quick rate of fire on the French gun. And 29 did damage. Made a tidy profit there, 40,401 credits after tax with a standard account in that 5.5 minute game on Abbey. As we move on to replay number 3, this one features Rantic. Rantic's in Calm Clan, and I think this is Rantic's 2nd replay that he sent me, or maybe 3rd. And again, he's on Abbey in the AMX 1357 Grand Final tank. He's platooned up with his old mates Aurora 97, who's also been on this channel, and User 3000, looks like he's one of the Korean players who hasn't yet changed his name. Rantic, you should let him know that he can change his name for free to whatever he likes now that he's on board with the Asian channel. Now again, this time he's got 40 standard rounds and 16 premium rounds. 16's an odd number to have in an auto loader, which is it 10 shots? No, it's 8 shots. That's why he's got 16. Anyway, getting nice and aggressive on Abbey. He's in a tier 8 battle. He's already spotted the spotted that artillery, the Crusader SP, who clearly had 6 cents like as a skill, and he's backed the hell out of there. Rantic and Aurora, both in the AMX 1357, and user 3000 in the Scorpion, the American Scorpion, the tier 7 American premium tank destroyer on Abbey. Now the Scorpion, you can see the minimap, the Scorpion's gone right into the Abbey, and with the help of these two auto-loading light tanks, the AMX 1357s have really taken control of the central part of this map. Lots of action in the northwest though, a lot of heavy tanks on both sides, and pretty much all the heavy tanks except for the Tiger 1 have formed up on the northwestern flank of Abbey. 2 zips to score. 2 light tanks taken out early, the Type 62 and the WZ131. Both tier 7 Chinese tank. Now I didn't see 6 cents go off there. Maybe he doesn't have 6 cents. Very brave man not to have 6 cents in a light tank, and he needs to start unloading on this Walker Bulldog before he can unload on him. It looks like he got 461 damage into the tier 7 American light tank. Pulls back in time to reload. Looks like the Scorpion's coming down to try and assist. They really want to get rid of that auto-loading light tank. Scorpion shoots and misses, but that Bulldog has firmly got his eyes on Rantic, but he doesn't manage to pick up the kill. Rantic picks up his first kill. He's on 588 damage on Abbey, and the score is 4 zip, so he reckons he's pretty confident he can hopefully try and continue to carry this game as he waits for that gun to reload while he focuses on the enemy AMX 1375, which is no longer lit. No idea if any of those shots went through, but I can confidently say that some of them did as he takes another reload. 5 ones a score. Got 26 standard rounds left, 16 APCR. I think I was wrong in that last replay. I think it says 8 shot autoloader rather than a 10. The Scorpion and Rantic in his AMX 1357 on Abbey, moving forward nicely. Now 6 cents does go off that time. Maybe it did go off before and I just wasn't paying attention, but he's moving up towards the cap circle. Probably wants to flank that Tiger, who looks like the Tiger is concentrating on the friendly Tiger. He puts a shot in for 85 hit points. Even though it's a low alpha gun, that quick rate of fire and that very quick between shots really makes up for it in this premium French light tank. Looking for a shot on the enemy 1375 or the artillery. Not really presenting themselves. Looks like they're hiding on that little ridge. So Rantic's not stuffing around. He's going to try and move forward to keep them lit and also to maybe put some shots in there. Aurora hits the affirmative key. They're probably talking on TeamSpeak, and he's probably made a suggestion and he's saying, yeah, stuff it, I'm going to go for it. FE201 A45, the tier 7 British heavy tank. Looks like he's made a push on Aurora. And Rantic, it's reasonably, it's maybe not heavily armoured, but it's pretty well angled, that FE201. That's probably why not all of the shots went through. He's praying that his gun loads in time so that he can get a bit of damage by shooting the back of the premium British tier 7 heavy tank. Doesn't quite make it. The LTTB picks up the kill. Good on him for having a red hot go. Scorpion G at the moment not lit, but he was last seen just here, so Rantic wants to be careful. He doesn't want to get shot by a big German shell, and that would probably send him back to the garage. He's just been lit. He needs to be very careful indeed. Those two sniping tanks back up here, the artillery and the AMX 1357, both not currently lit. User 3000 into Scorpion is pretty close. Probably doesn't want to get too closer, so Rantic's got to try and use these rocks as cover. Maybe try and light that Scorpion G. He gets lit himself, gets shot by the 1375. He's on 78 hit points. Comes back to hug the rock. The LTTB having a brilliant game. Picks up another kill. That's 3 kills for that LTTB. He's certainly having fun with that tank. Looks like the Scorpion's just fired, and so he knows he can probably unload his entire clip before that premium tier 8 German tank destroyer reloads. Takes him down to 454 health. The LTTB moves in, and looks like the Scorpion's aimed at the LTTB and put a shot into him. And a little bit of teamwork between the light tanks. The LTTB rams him and then shoots him for the kill. 10-7 on Abbey, 1 kill to Rantic, 1547 damage done, 187 assisted damage. 10-8 now. The enemy team really coming back. You can see the Lorraine and the Scorpion down here in the south trying to get rid of that Crusader SP. He's got APCR rounds loaded now because there's that heavily armoured German VK100 01P, the one that leads to the mouse, and he knows that's going to be challenging at best to penetrate. Even APCR rounds, 195 penetration, gets the right angle, that should be enough, but you've got to be a little bit careful. People in the comments screaming for somebody to cap, and the little Scorpion is doing that, and that'll be providing a bit of distraction to try and get rid of these tanks that are here engaging the Tiger P and the IS. Of course, the Tiger P and the IS both tier 7s, and you've got two VK100 01Ps, which are tier 8, and pretty heavily armoured tier 8s as well. Looks like Rantic's just trying to make up his mind. Should I go for the cap, or should I try and swoop? He's probably waiting for that VK to fire, then he'll be able to unload his clip into the side or the rear of the German heavy tank. He has been lit. The tank's not looking his way, and it's time to farm some damage. He only got 2 out of those 4 shots did damage. Looks like he's fired again. Artillery is indicating that he's aiming towards the tier 8 German heavy tank. Somebody's just hit him for 275, probably the Lorraine. And Ranty going to chip away from behind. That won't be quite enough. Left him on 41 health as the VK shoots towards the Lorraine and misses. And it's going to be a case of who's auto-loading. French gun loads first, the Lorraine or Rantic. Looks like the VK's changed his mind and he's focusing on Rantic, but Rantic doesn't care because he's already loaded, and he picks up the kill on the tier 8 German heavy tank. And now with his last remaining 7 APCR rounds, he's got his eyes firmly on that IS, who's only on 30 hit points, so maybe he's not going to probably get there in time. He's got 10 seconds before the Scorpion finishes the cap, and if I was a Scorpion, I'd be saying, I'm not leaving. You've got 4 seconds to kill him. Go for it if you think you can. The old TTB does the job on Abbey, as we have another look at the post-game battle results. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Rantic from Calm Clan, and as well as that, of course, he's got the Bruiser Medal of the Fire for Effect and the Orlix Medal for killing 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a light tank that's at least 1 tier higher than him. And of course, that's the M41 Walker Bulldog. No, what does that say? Kill 2 or more. Of course, yeah, of course, 1357's a tier 7, so the Walker Bulldog is now at tier 8, and of course that VK, that's why I picked up that Orlix medal. 2,126 damage for Rantic from Calm Clan, 2 kills, 1168 base experience, clearly topped the leaderboards almost in damage. The WZ111 just did a whisker more damage than him at tier 8, but the tier 7 light tank, of course, gets the bonus for being a low tier. He fired 39 shots, 33 hit, 25 did damage, and a little bit of assisted damage as well, as that was an Ace Tanker. Nearly 35,000 credits after tax with a premium account on Abbey, and that was enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. As we move on to the 4th and final replay in this foursome, featuring French light tanks, it's Apple Boom X from Crazy Clan. Apple Boom X absolutely loves his AMX 1390. He loved it when it was a tier 8, and he probably still loves it now that it's a tier 9, and this game is why. That's the thing, when you're a tier 9, I think maybe it's a psychological advantage. You're not low tier anymore all the time. It's these tier 9 light tanks will see tier 10 battles, but of course being a tier 9, half the time you're going to be top tier. Maybe not half the time with the new matchmaker, but anyway, in this replay his top tier is on Malinovka, and of course the AMX 1390 has been changed. It's a 4-shot auto-loader now. It's all APCR, 240 damage, 205 penetration, 248 penetration with the premium rounds, which is also APCR, but Apple Boom X quite happy with his normal penetration as he puts 2 shots into the Tiger, and that Tiger will be regretting not taking a wider line up towards the hill as Apple Boom X unloads his clip into the Tiger 1. 3 of them penetrated for 677 damage. 0-1's the score. They've lost their T71, who I'm not sure where he was. It might have been in the southwest. Kill went to the T54. T54 last spotted down here. Slow rolling tier 8 heavy tanks are slowly going up towards the hill. And Apple Boom X trying to get some early vision just to see if the artillery is paying attention. Somebody just hit it for 168 damage because Apple Boom X picked up the assisted, and he thinks that Udez, I can't help myself, I've got to put some shots into him. Puts one shot in before the Udez backs behind that rock. Already done 919 damage, 321 assisted. It is early days yet. Puts a few blind shots towards those bushes where people often camp at the enemy base before he takes the reload. Spots the Tiger 1 again. His gun's not quite loaded. He has to just wait patiently. Picks up some more assisted damage as the Scorpion picks up the kill on the Udez 03, the new Swedish Tier 8 tank destroyer. Or the Dudes, as I like to call it, the Dudeabites. 1-2 is the score now. They've lost their T26E5, the new, well, they're sort of new, it's a few months old now, the American Premium AMX tank, also known as the Patriot, and the T71. The enemy's lost their Udez as the Lian 40T gets lit. Yet another premium tank, the Lian 40T, used to be the Tier 9 French medium tank, the one before the Batchat. Now it's a Tier 8 premium tank. I've got one, I absolutely love it. Does seem to be a lot of premium tanks in a lot of games. Looking at the lineup on Apple Boom X's clan, a lot of premium tanks there. The Scorpion G, the Low, the T34, the E25, the T26E5. As he sees that Tiger 1 again, that Tiger 1 won't be a big fan of Apple Boom X. He's farmed that much damage off him, it's not funny. That's 1742 damage, 982 assisted. I don't think he got lit in that little skirmish, so you might as well just kick back there in this push, take advantage of your camouflage bonus for being a French light tank, and see if you can try and outvision at the Lian 40T. Of course, looking at the enemy tank, enemy side, there's a few premium tanks there as well. The Object 252U, also known as a Defender, the Lian 40T, the T25 Pilot 1, the Steyr Waffenträger, I think that's a Tier 7 German tank destroyer. And that's about it. Something I've noticed in as I've been grinding towards the mouse, I've been driving my Tier 9 heavy German tank a lot, trying to unlock the mouse, and see a lot of premium tanks in random battles. 2 shots bounce onto the KV-3, but the T25-2 does the job, gets rid of the Tier 7 Russian heavy tank. 4-2 the score now. They've gone from being down by a couple to up by a couple. 5-2 the score. Looks like it's all happening on the hill. Not many friendly tanks going up the hill though. Maybe they've got sniping shots. That T25-2 is certainly getting some sniping shots because he's got a kill. E25 back here's picked up a kill. T34 in the low. Only 2 tanks contesting the hill, and I think Apple Boom X is probably thinking that he might support them, or is he going to try and get past that skirmish and try and get rid of this auto-loading French premium medium tank, the Lian 40T. Cops it big time from the Steyr, from the Spick, and also from the Lorraine. Pretty confident the Lorraine's probably reloading, so he's going to get the hell out of Dodge here. He's down to 547 health out of his original 1200. He's picked up 2661 damage, 1371 assisted. Just copped another shot from the T54 lightweight, and he needs to keep on running because he's absolutely copping it from that eastern flank. The T54 lightweight's going after him. His auto-loading French gun's nearly loaded. There's that T54 where he auto-aims and continues to run, dodge, fire the occasional shot. Unlucky not to do any damage on that shot. That shot goes through. One more would be nice. He gets another shot into him, but he's down to 34 hit points. He needs to get behind some cover. That's why he's moving his mouse around like a man possessed. 6-5 the score now. Those heavy tanks got destroyed on the hill. Now it's 6-all. They're up by... First they were down by 2. Then they were up by 4. Now it's back to an even ball game. 6 apiece. Boom X, yeah, certainly giving his teammates a bit of a burn. He was lighting up these tanks, now they're just dropping like flies. This is terrible. 6-9's the score. Apple Boom X on 34 hit points. He's picked up 3,000. He's spotted 1371. And he's probably thinking, what do I need to do to pick up a win in this game? We should have won this. We should have pushed that advantage. The Tiger 2 and the Object 252U clearly on the top of that hill. They're not platoon. The Tiger 2's platoon and the T54 lightweight, but the 252 clearly has had a ripper as well as that Lian 40T. Looking looking at the scoreboard on the right hand side, these 4 tanks, T54 lightweight, the Object, Tiger 2 and the Lorraine, clearly having an absolute ripper and a field day on that hill to start. The low and the T34 not quite good enough to hold them all off. 6-9's the score. He's on 3,118 damage, 1,371 assisted. He needs to be very careful every time he shoots. He's not going to want to get killed. First shot bounces, second shot hits the house, the third shot picks up the kill on the Tiger 2. The enemy IKV 90B drowns. The Leopard picks up the kill on the Lorraine 40T, and all of a sudden it's an even ball game again. This is absolutely madness. Boom X, we're thinking maybe we're back in this as the IS-2 gets taken out by that Object 252, the heavily armoured Russian heavy tank. He waits for his gun to reload. He's only got 15 shells left. The way things are going, he's probably going to need all of them. Moves down behind cover. His 6 cents hasn't gone off. I'd be going for the kill on that Steyr before anything else, and then maybe try and get rid of that T54 lightweight, who's having an absolute ripper of a game. Steyr gets taken out by artillery. Boom X picks up the assisted damage. It's back to 10 apiece. There's a low health T54 lightweight. One of the GETONBOARDSTEWIEJP lads. Looks like he's just dived out of the way in time. 10 all, 3,259 damage, 1415 detected damage, and of course Boom X hasn't got the luxury of the health to be able to get too aggressive. Look at where his teammates are. They're all in the same 2 or 3 squares right in the corner, and all Boom X can probably hope for is that he can spot for them and they can start shooting away. They're too far away to see, so he can't see what kind of health they're on. T49, I don't know if that's, maybe he's trying to be a derpy sniper, I don't know, but Boom X moving back now to try and get some vision on these tanks. The Spic gets lit, probably by the Leopard or the T44. Cops it big time. The T44 gets the kill, but something else big hit him as well. Maybe the T49. As Boom X moves into this bush, trying to get some vision. He's lit up the T54 lightweight. He'll be praying that somebody shoots him. He needs his enemy. He needs his friendly tanks to at least put 1 shot of damage into him before he can start shooting away. He's not going to be brave enough to start shooting. He's probably out of view range now, but of course he's no longer lit. Bit of a tense one. 5.5 minutes left in this game. The T54 lightweight getting very close to the friendly tanks, and the other two tanks spotted over here, the T54 and the Object 252, and this one T54 here on 250 hit points. So Boom X probably fancies himself here. Just not in time, but the Leopard PTA picks up the kill. 12 all the score now. It's a bloody tight game. We know that T54 lightweight's on very low health. The Object 252U, the defender, is on 5 kills. He's having an absolute ripper. He just went out of vision. And of course that M12, confident to say that M12 is either back along this 0 line or maybe at the top of the hill trying to rain turds on the friendly tanks' heads. 252 kills a Leopard PTA. It's just Boom X and Kimchi and Panzer in his Lorraine 15550, which gets taken out by the T54 lightweight. He could criticise Boom X, I guess, for not getting aggressive enough, but look, he's on 34 health. What do you want him to do? He's already had a ripper of a game. 14-15 assisted damage. That's certainly not going to go up. He wants to get the kill on the T54 lightweight first. That's the one with the vision. There you go. That's his kill. That's his 3rd kill. Takes a reload straight away and runs, knowing that if he gets just to about here, there's no chance the Object 252U can spot him. So he might as well go after him with a full clip. So looks like Object 252 and the artillery just had a bit of a blind shot. I don't think Boom X got spotted in that little skirmish. And what's he going to do now? He's got 4 minutes to go. Looks like he might be going to try and go after the arty. Maybe cap it out. He's only got 34 health, 3,322 damage done, 14-15 assisted, 3 kills. There's an arty left, a tier 7 M12, and of course that Object 252, which I think is on about 400 health. I reckon that's what I saw. He's having a stellar game anyway. He's on 6 kills. He's already picked up the top gun. 4 shells, 240 damage each, so he's got enough shells in his clip to clip out the Object 252. He's probably thinking, even if that Object 252 goes for the cap, I reckon he's probably thinking he's got time to take out the M12 artillery before the Object 252 can cap it out. There's the Artie, so he auto aims, he knows he's lit, but he doesn't care. Artie shoots and misses. He does manage to stun the crew on Apple Boom X's 1390. And now taking a reload, he's on 4 kills, 3672 damage, and he wants to pick up the kill on an Object 252U. Scorpion G teammate is suggesting that he caps, because we don't know where that Object 252 is. Now we do. He's on the cap circle. Now Apple Boom X is no slouch. He knows how to play this tank. He's probably, well, he knows where he is. He knows he's in the green circle at D2. He knows he's kept trying to cap it out. He's got a minute and a half to cap it. And of course Apple Boom X has got a minute and a half to try and outvision him and try to take him down. I think he's on about 440 health, I reckon, from memory. I haven't watched this game before. Apple Boom X from Crazy Plan, taking his time. He's still got over a minute to do this. The Object 252U will know that Apple Boom X was last spotted down here where he killed that artillery. So will he be expecting him to come up around this side, or will he be expecting him to come up through the middle? Boom X moves into the bushes. He doesn't have binoculars. I'm tipping he's probably got optics and vents or something like that, so his view range should be better than the premium Russian heavy tank, the Object 252. From memory, the Object 252U's one of the weaknesses is its view range. It doesn't have a very good view range. It's got 30 seconds to spot him and reset the cap. He's got a full clip loaded. He's got 12 shells left. That should be enough. And with only 19 seconds left, we know the last 20 seconds can sometimes go pretty quick. He's probably decided a drive-by might be in order. Oh, look at that. Perfect. He's caught him napping. He's got his rear. Thank you very much, Apple Boom X. Oh, that shot bounces. He doesn't want to bounce the last shot. Imagine if that last shot bounced. A tight finish for Apple Boom X, but a very, very handy win and a well and truly carry on Melanovka. As we have a look at the post-game battle results, for some reason he uploaded it to What Record Des Gamers website, which looks pretty groovy to me. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery badge for Apple Boom X. Fire for effect, fighter, spotter, bruiser, high caliber, and the defender medal for reducing the cap points. Have a look at all those enemy tanks that he spotted, damaged and destroyed. He had an absolute perler on Melanovka, 4,144 damage, 5 kills, 1363 base experience. Credit to this Object 252 player. He had an absolute ripper as well with it picking up the top gun, but Apple Boom X well and truly carried it. 4,144 damage. Nobody else hit 3,000. Leopard did okay with 2,785. A lot of it sniped though. Only the last 1,000 damage, probably when he was getting rushed. The last 1,000 damage coming from a distance of less than 300 meters. But Apple Boom X, 4,144 damage, 32 shots fired, 26 hits, 1,415 assisted damage, and not a bad profit. 12,000 credits with a standard account, firing all standard ammunition. Not a bad game at all. So there you go. That's the foursome featuring the Tier 8 Batchat, the Tier 7 AMX 1357, and of course the new Tier 9 AMX 1390 French light tanks. I hope you've enjoyed these replays. Thanks very much for the replays, everyone. Thanks for watching. Everybody else, take care and see you all next time.